So, full disclosure, I'm recording this like 2 weeks after the last time I recorded any Alicemare, because basically what I found out is that for some reason the last half hour or so of all the footage I got in the game, they're kind of corrupted and it was like really difficult to edit without making a mess of the video. So, basically I'm just gonna re-go over this and I'll know the answers to all the puzzles, which probably speeds things up somewhat. It's a calendar. What day of the week were you born? Oh, you don't know? Well, then tell me the dates. Sunday. Okay, that would be the Sabbath day. Excellent. Me, I was born Wednesday. Not many people believe in this sort of thing, but I do. Maybe it runs in the family, given my mom and dad. Is that... No, would not get, those, I think it's the bookshelf that gives us the whole riddle, yeah. Mother Goose! Monday's child is fairer face. Monday's child is fair face, Tuesday's child is full of grace, Wednesday's child is full of woe. This guy's full of woe, apparently. Runs in the family. Thursday's child has far to go, Friday's child is loving and giving, Thursday's child works hard for a living, and the child that is born on the Sabbath day is bonny and blithe, and good and gay. In the archaic sense and not the modern sense. So there you go, our child is bonny and blithe and all that jazz. There's nothing in there, nothing in there. This room is largely empty except for that whole riddly thing. It's not really a riddle, it's just a rhyme. Riddle would imply a puzzle. Okay, this must be where we need to be. Oh, be careful with that, it's rather cracked. Sorry, my hand is cold, isn't it? I'm sure it's because I don't know warmth. Oh, you're so kind. Now, I realize only now, much too late. Your hands are warm. He knows warmth. That is, Alan knows warmth. So, I think one of the bookshelves, I think the key we got's for this room, right? So, one of these bookshelves does a thing. Okay, no books in there. What was my key for? Get what the key was for. The key for the big door? I think the key's for the big door, isn't it? Oh, yeah. Okay. It's a murder scene! Someone has been brutally stabbed. They are cold. I was telling him I'd go visit him tomorrow. It seems like he was troubled. Yeah, he was a great guy. Really. He was dead when I got here. Oh, I'm so scared. But who found him first? The person next to me, but he hasn't said a word. This seems complicated. What about you? I don't even care about that guy. I'm more concerned about not being able to play outside till this is settled. Calm down, calm down. This person seems to know something. Excuse me, could we talk? Oh, he seems to be deaf. Do you know sign language? Yeah, I'd see. That's a problem. How else can we talk with someone who's deaf? We could go write a message on a bit of paper. Because we know somebody who's doing some doodlings over here. You there? Are you done with your pen? Hi there. I'm writing a novel. but the kid who came here recently is a really good writer. He's still so small. How can he write so much? He must have started early. Okay, you don't have a spare pen. One of these guys has a spare pen. Oh, there's a feather? Feather pen? Can we take the feather pen? I feel like we have some of the bits. Didn't we get a pen from somewhere? I don't know if we got anything to write on. Let's play again sometime. Take the feather pen. No? Someone around here had a page. Oh, you. I see you with a paper and pen. I guess we can write things to each other. Well observed. Everybody else is writing around here, but no one... most people are kind of greedy and don't want to give me any paper. Oh, what is it? A pen? Sure, I don't need it anymore. I don't have any paper. One of my sisters might, though. What to do? Well, let's get the paper from somewhere else. I mean, man, there was a pen just laying on the table. Why can't we just take that one? Paper? Yes, certainly. I just have this writing paper. Oh, my, it's you. I'm looking forward to your book being completed, you know. Oh, this again. Oh, well, thank you very much. Oh, he must be the person that they were talking about writing so much. Okay. Let us solve the riddle of the murder. With a spot of writing. Hold on. Do you know anything about what's going on? This isn't the language they speak here. I'll be fine. You only know the one language, right? Yes, I haven't taught you. It's too soon for you children to do that kind of study. This dialogue's weird, because he's kind of like, we're in his dreams as he's a child, but he seems to have all the knowledge of the adult teacher. I'll give it a shot. Give me some time. Alright, here we go. There was a detective who talked to each person here. But suddenly the lights went out and his throat was slit. Seems he had poor hearing. Before he died, there were 5 people in the room. The same ones who are here now. We'll call them A, B, C, D, and E. They were asked what they were doing before the murder. A. I was doing some reading here, then it suddenly went dark and I dozed off. I didn't know he was dead until I awoke. B. He was murdered? Really? He wasn't a bad guy, though, to stab him with a knife like that. C. I want to play outside. I was just here for some tools. I don't know anything about him. C. Calm down. I can't believe he was dragged here. Those footprints are so big it must have been a man. E. Yeah, I was here, but I left right away. He wasn't even here then. I know the answer, but you have to answer it. It has to be someone else who interferes with the heart. There are 2 culprits. Good luck. Right, I know the answer to this. And last time, I really only kind of got it through trial and error, because I don't feel like the game makes this one particularly obvious. You can talk to everybody and they'll tell you the same things over and over again. So, she must be the one that goes, calm down. It was D, I think. And I don't know. I have no real reason to suspect any specific one of them over the others. There's not really a lot to go on. There's a lot of potential ways this could play out. Some of them say things that sound like they're vaguely trying to frame somebody else, or trying to dodge blame, or whatever, but it could just be an alibi, or it could be the truth, and you don't really have any way to actually determine this. So I can talk to them till the cows come home, and I can guess till the cows come home, but I don't really see how it works. So I'm just going to go and tell you that the answer is B and D. And I don't know why. There's just oh, he was murdered? Really? With a knife like that? And, calm down. For some reason, those 2 are the guys who did it. Or pair who did it. I think it was a man and a woman. I think, judging by silhouettes and phrasings. Yeah. The game doesn't explain it either. It's like, right, I explained it, he seems to understand. See, you know, with the cat puzzle? The cat puzzle, they were like, oh, here's why it's a trick question afterwards. This puzzle doesn't get explained. So I don't get it. There's a guide on the Steam guides section, which I actually referred to figure out some stuff for the game. And that doesn't explain it either. It also literally says, yes, it's B and D. That's all that has to say on the matter. I have found no compelling explanation for why it's B and D and not any of the others. So, if anybody knows that, I'd love to know the answer to why that one's that. Killing a person. What an awful thing to do. Let's go. So, we can conveniently skip over that puzzle. Are you going? I am. Let's just go through the gloomy Voidlands. There's a novel here. A strange book, isn't it? But lots of people have read it. I wrote it, but the name is my friend's. Yes, I hate it. I know I told you that again and again. The name itself is great, that my teacher gave it to me. But I hate myself so much for not living up to the name. And over here is merely a bed. I can do nothing with. I also, again, looking through stuff on Steam, it suggested that somewhere in this world is a hint as to what the teacher's actual name is. I'm wondering if that book has anything to do with it. Hard to say. That is blotted out and unreadable. This is where we part. This is my world. This door leads to my current world. It's very tiny and still restricted. It's open. Why did it come to this? You're smart, so perhaps you know. If you know the answer, tell me, Alan. You didn't call me Alice. Everyone's been calling me Alice for a while. Obtained a shard of 4x. Which one gets when a person dies? There must be no more. Exactly what happened there is perhaps never going to be abundantly clear, but okay. Mother, Father, I have to go. Into a room full of books. This one has a diary. I bought a house, well, but it was formerly a facility. It's much too big for me. I can see myself getting lost easily. I'm indebted to Cliff once again. I should really thank him later. Today I met a girl. A few days ago she was found near a house that burned down and seems to be the daughter. She insists there's someone other than her. She seems to have another personality, so I gave her double the furniture and such. I wasn't sure what to do, but at any rate, I found a research subject this way. She's now in my care. No symptoms at the moment. I met a second girl. I received a letter 3 days ago that had all the particulars. Perhaps because of all what she's been through, she's much less cheery. She's reluctant to talk with me. She enjoyed talking with the other girl, albeit not for very long. It may be slow, but I'll try to get her talking with me. No symptoms at the moment. The third. I met a boy. I was surprised, but given his mother, I decided to take him in. He talks plenty, but he's illogical. He was a little awkward with the two girls, but they're playing together a few days later. Today he kept putting frogs on my head. He's a bit too mischievous. No symptoms at the moment. I met a fourth, a girl. She walked from a town in the woods. I talked with her and she told me about a new mysterious illness. Evidently it wiped out her town. Did she have a resistance to it? I'm a little interested, but it's unrelated. She doesn't want to talk about it much. It's hard to talk with her. She doesn't talk with the others, just playing piano in her room. No symptoms at the moment. All the children have potential to break out, but still no symptoms. But are there even symptoms? How did it go back then? I'm getting a headache, I'll stop for now. A few pages are ripped out. I met a fifth child. He was outside when the incident happened. They say the shock caused memory loss. He's talking about me. At a glance, I was surprised. It's just a hunch, but he must be on the verge. I'll watch him very carefully. 2 seasons have passed since then. What have I been doing? I feel like my chest is burning. I see the scene in my mind again. This must mean, yes, very soon. It must be over soon. My head hurts. I'm sorry, Fiona. There's a scrap of paper in the back. Tain't a notebook scrap. When I came to, it was my usual world. She's still sleeping today. I 4x'd lots of people, but I was never 4x'd. Why is that? Should I have been 4x'd more? But there's no bad people left. There's only good people around me. The cat says only bad people can 4x. Which is right, I don't know. I don't know a thing. I just keep trying to 4x people so I can be 4x'd. Insert the 4x's with the word kill if you feel that that's appropriate, but I don't know. That's still never explained abundantly in the game. I don't know if any of these bookshelves have more on his experiments and things. I can't remember if they do. Oh, there is a notebook. Cool. Victims of nightmare syndrome continue to increase. I'm glad they found some good food, but they're up to something in our world to drag people into the world. Parents suddenly being violent to children, abandoning them and forsaking them. It must be the rabbit's power. I don't know if this is the teacher's notes. They may be. The cat must be up to something too. Or what did he tell me back then? I only took one thing from you. Was it really only one? Can a person be so easily ruined by having one thing taken? Is the cat lying? I don't have a clue. There's no time, no time. No time! The door! Okay. The cat also said he took one thing from me. But we didn't lose anything from the inventory. Did he steal our soul? I don't know. Now, I'm going to save the game here. Because I've heard that one of the endings to the game is here. Actually, the first 4 endings, the kids' endings, if you stab the other 4 kids, that takes place before you go into the teacher's world, and I totally missed those. If I keep going through this door, we reach the teacher's ending. There is also, I believe, the Cheshire Cat's ending, which is it was supposed to be a hole next to the doorway here, which, I mean, that does look like there is a hole next to the doorway here, but, I don't know, I'm not being able to interact with it. I thought it was this room that they implied you could get to the Cheshire Cat's ending. It looks like there's a big black hole in the doorway there. Can you go through it? No. I can't go back the way I came. But it doesn't seem to want to let me go this way. I'm not sure about this Cheshire Cat's ending. Oh well, let's carry on. Unless there's, like, something over here? I don't know. Alan! If you're here then... No, the cat can't be trusted. You really are proficient at breaking promises. It's quite troubling. That key! It looks sharp. Give that to teacher, would you? Right away. Now! We can give him the key or hide behind your back. Hide behind our back. Very well, this might hurt a little. I'm sorry. Took the key off me! Haha, it doesn't even hurt. I don't think that decision actually makes any difference. Now it can end, this awful dream. Yes, it's the end. Will you hear my story? This isn't my first time in the world. I've been here before. Nightmare syndrome. As an avid reader, I'm sure you've heard of it at least once. It's a disease that keeps one from waking and takes their soul. Ooh, that must be what the cat stole then. The cause is said to be unknown, but I believe it emerges in children whose hearts are in darkness. Have you noticed? I took in hurt children with nowhere to go, helped them and let them live with me, but secretly I observed and studied them as children who might acquire the sickness. I must have upset you. I'm sorry. I want to destroy this world, and these dreams, whatever it takes. I lost someone important to me, right before my eyes in this world. Ever since then, I've thought of nothing else. It was my selfishness. So when you arrived, I was very surprised. Maybe because you reminded me of myself from back then. If I made you unhappy, I thought you'd acquire it, but I couldn't do that. Soon, my door opened. I should have come alone. The rest of you were taken in as well. The entrance grew bigger as a result. I tried various things, but nothing worked. Alan, though you opened the door, you did nothing wrong. It's all my fault. There. It's okay. This is my dream, my world. I hid too much of my weakness. Before I knew it, I was drowning in more than I could manage. So I have to end it, for her as well. I'm not very smart. She often told me so. I researched long, but I guess it was all for naught. Take this. Obtained a locket. I couldn't give you what you wanted most, because I was never given it. I don't even know what it's like. I'm sorry. If you have nothing, then you should make something. You have wonderful friends all around you. Just take it slow. You're smart, Ellen, so you'll be fine. Right, I'm an adult, allegedly, so they won't eat me. I'll figure something out. There's a number for a man named Cliff on my desk. Say my name, and he'll come help you. He's my one and only friend. He's very kind, you'll be fine. Please, forget about me. Then no one will have to come here again. Good night, Alan. Obtained a notebook scrap. Why wasn't I 4x'd? I thought I could 4x then, but I simply wasn't able to do it, because I didn't know how to 4x. What will I do now? I've lost everything. I have nothing. Oh, I'm so sleepy. 4x me. Someone, please, 4x me. Again, substitute that word with kill, if you so desire. And that is almost that. Woo! Back up and awake again. It's another day in the school or whatever this place is supposed to be. So we have a telephone with which I could call Cliff. There is another. I can literally go and look at the teacher, and that's an ending to the game. I know that because that's what I did last time. I'm going to save again. I'm going to make another new save there. Somewhere I think we can figure out what the teacher's name is. Picture a note from teacher's locket. It's the boy from earlier, and a girl who resembles him. And this note. I'm in beverage, but not in rink. I'm in hurt, but not in pin. I'm in 7, but not in scene. There's like a riddle for the teacher's... Is this the teacher's names in a riddle? Okay, I'm gonna have to... I need to figure that one out. I'm in drizzle, but not in ran. I'm in card, but not in automobile. Okay. All kinds of contact info. Number from a man named Cliff. Those are the controls for the game. And that is a diary. Ooh, can we read his diary? Oh, right. No, we can't. The diaries... You access people's diaries by knowing their name. And I don't know his name. So I'm going to need to figure this one out. Okay, that was actually reasonably straightforward. I didn't need to think about that one quite as hard as I thought I was going to have to think about that one. Let's go through this again. I'm in beverage, drink but not in rink is D. I'm in hurt but not in pin. I'm in pain but not in pin. A, D-A. I'm in seven but not in scene. V, D-A-V. I'm in rain but not in ran. I, D-A-V-I. I'm in card but not in car. D, David. It's David. His name is David. He hates the name David. Okay. So I can read his diary by, you know, I'm not sure whether I need to call Cliff or I'll look at the diary first. Let's try them both. Let's do this first. I think this might end the game though without calling Cliff. I've returned to my own world. Fiona stabbed herself with a knife. Was it Fiona who had that dream? Then I must be dreaming too. No, I don't want to lose her to sacrifice her. Fiona is still sleeping. The demon will eat her soul. There's not much time left. With all my teachers given me, I can go to school now. I'm rather reluctant to. I got involved with one particularly annoying person. He's named Cliff. I don't want anything to do with him. I pray he can let me have some peace. That evening, Fiona's soul was lost. I wasn't in time. Now what am I going to do? I played with Cliff again today. He told me some interesting things. I was wondering how it would go when he dragged me out. He's a good person. Very good. So, teacher is retiring tomorrow. Seems she's having a child. I'm going overseas. I'm anxious, but Cliff will be with me, so I should be fine. Apparently, my novel won a big prize. Cliff submitted it somewhere. I got in a little fight with him over it. Told him if it were going to be popular, I'd use his name, then went to my room. I don't have any interest in that. I've been having the same dream lately. A dream of that day. Is she angry, or is she suffering? I have to destroy that dream, quickly. There might be another like her, or like me. Just what is Forex? Maybe I do know. I suppose first I'll repair our friendship. How many years has it been since I said I'm sorry? And that is an ending. Huh. So yeah, there is another better ending, I think. That I guess we'll do the. I guess that's the. There's a teacher ending. There's, I guess, what's a good teacher ending and a best teacher ending, I think. And then there's all the kids endings as well, and a Cheshire Cat ending. And I think the artwork in the credits changes depending on whose ending it is as well. So I guess this is the teacher's ending. I'm not sure if this teacher's ending differs from the one where if you just went up to him in the bed there. I mean, ultimately, Alicemare, I'm not sure I enjoyed Alicemare as much as LiEat. LiEat I thoroughly enjoyed. Alicemare, I don't know. Maybe it's the genre. It's at the end of the day, it's a horror game, and horror never particularly resonates with me as a genre. I don't engage with it particularly, and it's often the way everything's just kind of, oh, it's weird paranormal things that never really has any particularly convincing explanation. It's, oh, it was a disease that is born out of darkness in people that drags them into a weird Alice in Wonderland kind of world where their souls ultimately get stolen and eaten by cats, and then they die. I don't know. It just feels a bit... I don't know, the story and plot and stuff just kind of falls a bit flat for me. Whereas the whole world of dragons that all have different powers and are bound to different people, I kind of dug that in LiEat. I'll still check out other stuff by Miwashiba, but this is not, I don't think, my favourite Miwashiba game. Good morning, teacher. Look, another one came to say, ha, we're going to run out of places to put them. Letty's the same as ever, always eager to play. Chelsea's slowly starting to talk to others. She's very good at cooking as well. Joshua told me he found someone he likes. Stella always looks weary of our antics, but she seems to be having fun. Mr. Cliff and the other people who look after us are all very nice people. There's no way we could forget. We'll always think of you as our teacher. So we'll destroy the dream and save you. We absolutely will. There's a very low chance of success, but we're looking for a way. Until then, we'll keep sending it. The thing which you said you didn't know. Until then, good night, teacher. Ooh. End recipient of love. 4x was love! Okay, suddenly that makes the ending a lot... Suddenly just explaining... Ah! That just changes the tone of the entire game! Ha! Right, okay, no, that turns it around. That's... Admittedly, you have to jump through a lot of specific hoops to actually figure out, for the whole game to tie together. If you get any of the other endings, a lot of the game just kind of has this falls flat, doesn't make any sense kind of thing. Which is where I was like, I don't get this game, no, it's not working for me. That's changed a lot, actually. Suddenly, the context there. It always had this very, very dark connotations, as like, oh, 4x is dropped when somebody dies. It was like, oh, it has this feeling of death. Oh, no, when someone dies, they leave behind their love. And the teacher's mission in life was to go around loving people. Ah, that's like it's suddenly a much nicer spin on things, isn't it? Oh, that changes the tone of the entire game, and suddenly I like this game actually a lot more than I did. Amazing how that works, isn't it? Huh. Yikes. Okay, right, we need to go and make a phone call now. Can we make the phone call? Supposed to... do I need to go get the number first? It's there. What's that? Number from a man named Cliff. Okay. And now I think I can make a call. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, hello. No, it's not often you're the one calling me. Is that Alan I hear? Ah, I see. Get your things packed. I'd appreciate it if you could do his too. I'll just be a little bit. In the meantime, please... Right, it's okay. Just give me a little time. Bye. Trusted friends. Okay. I mean... Is that the chief? Is that all the chief does? Does that change the ending? See, I thought there was a right way and a wrong way to go about it. Let me try this again. So, we've read this. I guess we don't get to skip the credits either, so... yeah, I don't think this is gonna go any different. Nope, can confirm, ending is exactly the same. Oh well. There's literally just that chief for actually calling the teacher's friend like he tells you to. But there you go, that is Alicemare. I am genuinely impressed at how the entire context and theme of the game changes through one single ending image there. That's quite impressive. Huh. Nice. So that'll wrap that up for now. Thank you very much for joining me. I will definitely keep an eye on this developer and see what else they do in the future. I've liked everything they've made so far now. I mean, I was prepared to say I'd liked half the things they've made so far, but now, no, I kind of like everything they've made. Cool. Cool. I'll see you next time.